Alright guys, in this episode I am going to be building these. They are bass traps, which is a type of acoustic treatment used in studios to basically make the room sound a bit better, to stop echo and reverb and deaden the room, and to make monitoring more accurate by flattening the frequency response of the room, if that makes sense. So I built them out of wood, varnish, t-shirts and rockwool, RW3 rockwool. So, enjoy! Alright, so the first step is going to be to chop up these guys. They're 4.5 meter long and I need sections that are 638 millimeters based on this hilariously bad plan that's very amateurish but has a lot of numbers and is drawn on a Spider-Man notebook. So now the plan is to put these together as a simple frame. I have a set of these guys, just right-angled braces to help me do this, make it a bit quicker and easier and cleaner hopefully. So yeah, we'll just get cracking with that and see how that works out for the first one. Okay, so the screws won't work because they are too long and are poking out through the wood, so I'm just going to have to screw them into each other without brackets. Right, so there you have it, one shoddily built frame. I'll just sand it down a bit and then I'll put the fabric cover over it. Okay, I actually totally jumped the gun there. The next step is not to put fabric on it, it's to put some stain on it. Okay, so I'll just let that out to dry and make sure that that thing doesn't fly over it like it just did. And in the meantime, I'll cut up some more boards to make the rest of the bass traps. Right, so now I have the frame built, and the idea is I want to use a bunch of old band t-shirts as fabric coverings. So I'll have artwork to the front, then the rock wool behind, and then another bit of fabric from the back of the t-shirt on the back to hold the rock wool in. Right, so I guess the main thing now is just to cut the t-shirt up into a square that can be put in this. I'm not even sure how I'm going to go about this. I guess if I cut carefully it should be fine. Anyway, we'll just give it a shot. Right, so that's cut out. So we're going to want to have it placed this way. It's going to have to be stretched, obviously, as you can see, but it should stretch. Yeah, it will. And then it should work, I think. So I have a staple gun to try and manage this somehow. Maybe if I put it in this way. Okay, yeah, if I just hold that there, I'll know that dash is going there. Nope, that didn't work. It actually missed the wood. So would I do it a bit higher up? There we go. That worked. Okay. Yeah. And then if I just stretch it fairly well to each corner, then hopefully, or maybe I should do the bottom first. That's not exactly center, is it? But it'll be close enough. Oh, this is a lot more difficult than I thought. Yeah, that one's good. Okay, I think I have a pretty good handle on how I'm going to do it. It's just a bit hit and miss. It's going to take a bit of practice, but it should work. So let's try and fast forward through this. Okay, so honestly it didn't turn out as cleanly as I was hoping it would, but it's still pretty good for a first try. And the next few might work out a bit better now that I've worked out how to actually do it. And at the end of the day, if it doesn't work out at all, I can just scrap the t-shirt idea and cover it with normal fabric. Maybe wrap around the outside even as well, just to make sure it looks as clean as possible. But no, pretty happy with the results. I mean, it's not perfect, but it was never going to be perfect. I think I probably should have actually varnished the inside as well, which I can't really do now with this one because it's already done. But for the next few I will, which means this one will be an odd one out, but that's another story. So, okay, well yeah, next step is to cut down the rockwool to the right size and then put a backing on this. Right, so I now have all of the frames finished. They were out drying in the sunshine, but it just started lashing rain. It's a very Irish term, I think, but raining. Actually I have a door open, better close it. it is really coming down out there. But just to show you what I got done, this place is crowded now. It's a shed that is just full of junk. So there we have it. These are the frames. There's 11 of them there, plus the one that I had started finishing, this guy. So the next idea, the next part of this whole process, is to cut up my insulation, Rockwall. So this is Rockwall. It's RW3 flexi slabs, supposedly. Yeah, it is RW3. I actually ordered a different size to this. I ordered 1200 millimeters by 600, and the plan was to cut them in half and put 600 by 600 in each frame, which is why I built them 600 by 600. But the building manufacturers, in their infinite wisdom, decided to send me 1200 by 400, and then I had to get two of them because they didn't have 1200 by 600 in stock. So it's going to be a bit more complicated, but it's not too big of a deal. I'll just have to cut one in half and then cut one of the halves in half and then make a 600 by 600 out of 1/2 plus 1/4, if that makes sense. I think it makes sense. I hope so. So, let's get started. I nearly forgot, stupidly. Before working with this, you should put on gloves and a dust mask, because it's like fiberglass. You're not supposed to breathe it, and it can seriously irritate your skin. So we'll don some gloves and then open it. Right, so I managed to shoot a staple through my finger, which I don't recommend. But that's the backing on. I need to trim it and add a few extra pieces. There's one there will probably be enough to do it. I mean, it could be a bit cleaner. It looks pretty good. Yeah, so I'll crack on with the rest of them. Build all of them fully, and then down the line, if I want to redo it, I can just take off the t-shirts, wrap the entire frame in fabric, and make sure it's got very clean edges then. For now though, I think this will work, and now that I've worked out most of the kinks, I can do the rest of them a bit better. So I'll just cut to the finished deal once I've done all the work. And there we have it. That's the first 3 finished. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. The artwork is not completely straight on them, but it's about as straight as I ever manage, and it's handmade, homemade, DIY, gives it a bit of character maybe. The staple gun and t-shirts are very hard to work with. Very hard to get the logo and the artwork on straight, obviously, but I think it would have been a lot easier to just wrap the entire frame in fabric. But this is a cool result, a bit of extra work, but a cool looking result. So these 3 are the corner pieces. I'll also be putting 3 on the opposite side in the other corner, and then 3 at each wall facing my ears from the listening position. I originally thought I might mount them to the wall, but now I'm thinking I'll leave them standing loose so that I can reposition them. This way they can be used for monitoring purposes and then moved around the room to help with recording. So I can deaden specific areas of the room more by moving them around when I'm actually recording in here. So yeah, that's it. I just have to do the rest, but there's no need for you to see that. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and check back again next week. Thanks.